I thought she must have bought it at the station, but had she read it? She obviously prefers her phone. I had to wake her up so I could sit down, as she was lying down trying to sleep. It's only 12:20 p.m., but maybe she had a long journey with a lot of transfers. Maybe she went partying last night and left a love interest behind, forced to meet her parents or a divorced father who really wanted her to come. She's young, with pink lips that probably have something on them. On her left hand is a square watch and a bulky ring with a not very pretty trinket on her ring finger. On her other hand is a thinner ring on her middle finger. I tell myself that she's not married and that it's her business. She's wearing a fairly masculine beige raincoat of good quality. Next to her, near the window, a woman of a certain age is knitting with headphones on her ears. A baby blanket in light blue, maybe for a little nephew. To my left in the square, a man who is studying sailing diagrams, perhaps of a boat he is going to board. He doesn't seem professional, but he wanted to understand and know the boat. In the other square, there is a handsome, charming man who gave his best smile to the ticket inspector, who remained unmoved. He looks happy to be here. He is one of those people who are so perfect that they become annoying, unless you fall in love with them. He looks at the landscape with ecstasy and a smile of satisfaction. Next to him is a beige bag and a raincoat of the same color, a bit too classic, like his comfortable turtleneck sweater. He seems to have everything he needs with a state-of-the-art iPhone and a MacBook in a canvas bag. The tranquility of money. A couple with a dog, that I had noticed, got up first. The man and the woman were both with AE Reader, both in sandals with socks. When they got up with the dog, I realized that they were hiking with 2 light backpacks. Even the dog had its own. When I arrived at the train station, I wanted to take a picture of a happy grandmother welcoming her loved ones, but I didn't have the right angle. I went straight to Mary Ann's, where I found her behind the bar with her service still disorganized. A few people on the terrace were finishing lunch with coffees and desserts. I made myself a bit of a nuisance by sitting down without ordering anything. At the bar, a guy ordered a coffee with Calvados and a hot dog, and he paid 17 euros. Next to me, a guy in sandals and a weathered face finished his steak frite without eating the fries before ordering a coffee with Calvados as well. Someone on the terrace also ordered alcohol. Mary Ann has been talking about a woman with a walker who should do physical therapy or hydrotherapy, otherwise it's the beginning of the end. She can't stay like this, she says, it makes me sick. As I got up to pay, a group of 7 arrived and Mary Ann seated them in the lounge, apologizing that the restaurant was full. The kind waiter responded to the people in front of me that they were happy to be at the end of the 3 days of the festival. Here I am on the train back. I didn't feel like writing, but there's no internet and behind me a group of students are talking loudly without a care for others. They have that assertive way of talking that students have with a false energy, a kind of way of telling stories that's very annoying, using as many words as possible, telling extraordinary things that have happened to them or to someone they know, trying to impress if possible. I didn't go to the festival. I was a bit overwhelmed by the number of cars, but I did take a few photos. I think my favorite is the Breton woman lying down covered at the edge of the bay.